All of you must know that every language is having a data type. Data type means which type of data we want to store. Just like if we have the character value, like simple C, it is a character. If we are having ABC, then that will be what? It will be coming into string, right? If we are having 1 to 12, it is a numeric. So we say it as it is integer, it is string, it is character. Okay, if we are saying 12.1, it will be coming into float. So there are multiple data types which the language must store, right? So these are called as the data types. Each variable in C has a associated data type. So each variable in C has an associated data type. Means variable is what? See, first of all, you see one thing. We are having the hard disk. Hard disk is basically the memory. So we say it is as the hard drive, and there are multiple chunks of the memory, which is a small memories are there. Let us suppose that this is the memory. Now I want to use this memory. So first of all, I have to tell the computer that which type of memory I am using. Because if I say that character take different byte, integer take different byte. Now let us suppose that I want this much amount of memory. So that will be stored somewhere. Okay. So first of all, I will tell to the compiler that I want an integer type of memory so that that much byte are reserved for me. Then I say int a. Int a means this memory I will give the name as a, because in the computer there is whole memory, and out of that I am taking a small chunk and that I am giving a name as a. So int a signifies that I am allocating a memory a of integer type. Then if I further say equal to 12, that means that 12 will be stored. So that 12 will be stored in that particular location. Okay, so this is all about the int a is equal to 12, means integer type memory is allocated into the hard disk or the memory. Okay, getting this point. Similarly, there are multiple data types like float. Float means just like if I have to take some memory like 12.1, 12.1 means anything which is into the decimal form is called float. So float B means I am taking some memory which is of float type and the name of that memory is B, and if I say is equal to 12.1, so that 12.1 will be stored in that memory location, right? So this is all about the data types. If I say it is an integer or float or decimal or maybe the character, they are nothing but they are taking some of the memory. We are reserving the memory. If I say int a, that means if this is a complete memory and out of that there are small parts of say maybe 1 byte. This is 1 byte. If I say that suppose character is taking suppose some of the byte, so these, let us suppose 2 bytes I want to take, so these 2 bytes are given to my a. Getting my point? So every data type is going to take some memory. Each data type require different amount of memory. Means every data type is having the different memories. Means integer have different memory, float have different memory. So these memories are different. Now talking about the common data types. Now there are few data types which are very common that you will use in your daily basis, and these are called as the common data types. Common data types like character. Character means let us suppose that I want to take the value a, small a single, small b as single, or maybe something else. So that comes under character, char. Okay. The most basic data type in C is the char. It stores a single character. Only single character will be used. Small a, small b, A, capital B, or a single entity. That will be char. Then the next data type which is very common is integer. That int you will use in every program. I have not seen any program where int is not used. At least for running the loop, you will be having the integer. So as the name suggests, an int variable is used to store an integer, right? So integer means 12, 13, 16. There is no floating point value. Floating point value means 12.1 is not an integer. Okay, so integer means the proper numbers. The proper numbers are the integer, so we can take it. Okay, so let us suppose that if I have to allocate such memory, so how I will use a data type? Suppose that I have to create a character, and the character, let us suppose the variable I am saying x. So I will say char x. Char means the character type. X means what? X is the name of variable. The variable name can be anything. Is equal to a. Let us suppose that I want to store a. So this a will be going there. And how this will work? Let us suppose that this is my memory. In this memory, there are the blocks, right? And I am saying that for the character, I am taking this block of the memory. So character is defining x. X means I am giving the name of this block as x is equal to a. Means the value stored in that block memory will be a, right? So that is the meaning of this line. How we can work with this integer? We can say that int, let us suppose that the variable I want to take is the y is equal to 13. I am basically reserving a memory integer type, right? Y means the name will be y. We are the human. We cannot learn 0101. So that's why we are taking the variable names A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. So here X, Y are the variables. Any variable of your choice. Even you can say Abhishek, Amit. These are also variable, right? So you can say character Amit is equal to A. So whenever you will say Amit, that is equal to A. Here we are taking y is equal to 13. That means 13 is stored inside the memory. What that mean? Integer. Actually, this is the hypothetical example, right? Although the character will take the 1 byte, right? Integer will take the 2 byte, float will take the 4 byte. So this way, right? But these are the hypothetical example. I am taking that this block is of 1 byte, this is of somewhere 2 byte. Okay. Actually, if I go with the real life concept, the integer should carry these two blocks, right? But I am not confusing the things so much. Okay. Well, we will go with the further classes, then we will for sure. Yeah. Then the next common type, data type is the float, right? The float means if I have to store some of the values like 12.3, 19.4 means the decimal is coming, that is called the float. Okay, it is used to store decimal numbers, means some point should be there. So if point is there, that is a decimal number with floating point values with a single precision. Single precision means there are the very less values after the dot, right? 12.3, 12.4, something like that. So if I have to take it like this, so I will declare float y, y is already taken, so I will take z, float z is equal to, let us suppose it is 19.4, right? It can be 19.5 also. So what that mean? It will take out some memory. In that memory, the name will be z and z will store 19.4, right? So that is the meaning of this float, this line. Float type of memory I am taking. Z is the name of variable and this is the value. So we must know that from where we should start. Next one is the double. If I talk about the double, Double is somewhere more than the float. It will take more memory than the float. Let us suppose that we are having a calculator. In that calculator, you cannot store very large value, right? So for that we need the double. Double means it will somewhere more large floating values. So which we say is at the double precision. It is used to store decimal number. Same number should be there. Actually, float is the sub part of double. Double is somewhere the bigger. So numbers with floating point values with the double precision. It is same thing like double, and then we will say XYZ we have already used. So maybe we say Q. Q is somewhere the variable is equal to somewhere you say 192.3 or something. Yeah, A. You know what is A, B? These are some hexadecimal values. So hexadecimal values we can store there. Okay. So in that case, how it will work? Double Q. That means it will allocate a memory which will be of type double, and the name of memory will be Q, and it will store this particular thing there in the memory. So these are some common data types that we can use.